Wonderful to see you here tonight for Smarter Marketing, the critical component for leverage and authentic attraction, hosted by me, Robyn Linn. I'm going to be going really quickly tonight. I'm going to keep you probably less than 30 minutes. If you're interested in learning more and deeper into the layers of this critical component, I will give you an action step at the very end so that you know exactly what to do. The critical component that everyone is utilizing, that is making multiple millions of dollars and helping thousands upon thousands of people out in their work, online, everything that they are doing, they are creating leverage through video. The critical component of developing relationships, creating leverage online, having a brand presence in place, having marketing with minimal use of the internet, minimal use of tools, minimal use of your time and energy. I'm going to get into this in just a moment. Humility versus insecurities. When we use video, this is a huge component, and I'm going to get into this in just a second. Connection and action. What does that really look like for you personally? Using video, and I add here authenticity as well as a part of it, for creating smarter marketing. Now, this means that you have perhaps a business already offline and you want to create a holistic brand that actually brings you results where you're not only physically having to be somewhere in order to make the money you want to make. A holistic brand is something that allows you to create this leverage, and I'm going to share with you why video is this main component. As you see here in one of my images, this is actually one of my marketing funnels, and this is me practicing yoga in the Bahamas. A client had hired me to go and shoot video for her. I made it a business trip. She paid me, but I also shot videos for myself. And I got to practice yoga, one of the things that I love to do, part of my holistic message. Bringing form to your business using yoga and all the modalities that you love. But how do you actually shoot yourself in a video and make it a part of your business and your marketing and your branding? Well, you've got to be confident in being able to go on video. You've got to be clear in knowing how you're using video to reach your audience. So you are probably someone who's a holistic nutritionist or a coach. You're in fitness or yoga, you're a wellness provider, you have some kind of holistic health background, or you're a massage therapist. Maybe you're like a lot of people who are recently attracted to my message. You're a teacher or a nurse, or you have a hospice care business, or you're a naturopath, chiropractor, acupuncturist. A lot of you are Reiki healers that I meet, or some kind of healing modality. Or, this was me, you are a corporate professional that has a passion for healing, and you want to learn how to develop a brand that gives you results. Tonight is really about creating the results immediately, and I'm going to take you through these components. So relationships is the first thing that we're going to cover, and I don't mean just getting your message out there and not having any traction, but really building quality connections so that when you're putting your message out, you're attracting quality clients, meaning that you don't feel stressed out or like you have to take people's money or have to help people that you really don't want to work with, who maybe aren't in alignment with your core values or your vision. In order to create these quality connections and relationships, to develop this connection between who you are in business and what you're providing as value, to bring these quality connections in your life, we've got to use video in a way to build these relationships. And a lot of you who are holistic practitioners, I mentioned just a moment ago, all of that big list, if you are someone who is building relationships offline, you know that attracting people one-on-one, being in front of people is great. You can sell them on your uniqueness and you can connect with them personally, being in front of them. But in order to have more leverage. And in order to really get results in your business, meaning you get to make more money and attract more people, have more time for you, more joy, more ease, more effortlessness, not more work, but less work, you've got to use a video to attract your clients, to build the relationships, and not solely rely on word of mouth or on one-on-one connections. And I will share with you that yes, I made over $350 per hour when I was working with people personally. At the end of the day, I was beat. I was shot. I couldn't do anything. I was teaching so much and consulting with people personally, driving all around Miami. And if you know Miami, Florida, traffic is not a good thing that you want to be sitting in Miami. I loved what I was doing. People loved me being present physically with them. So I know that a lot of you who are holistic practitioners, you don't want to lose that quality connection being physically present. But a lot of you also want to take that and become speakers, to speak on a stage or in front of a bigger audience, or at the least be able to build out some kind of workshop or presence that increases your income so that you don't figure out that by tomorrow you have to come up with a new plan in order to make money now, rather than knowing in a year from now how your money is coming in. So there's a way to create, using video, these quality relationships. And being authentic is one of the key aspects that I teach you in part of the holistic branding group. And at the end, I'm going to share a little bit more with you. But this is a video that I put out there. And yes, I can sell people when I'm in front of them. People want to work with me when I'm in front of them. But in order to go global, in order to reach people and have a larger reach, to make more money and attract more people, you've got to be able to use video. This video has now over 346,000 views, and it was posted August 9th. 346,000 views. Now that's a lot of people who've seen this. Over 4,069 people have liked this video, and people have commented on it, connecting with me personally. All over the world, people have seen this message specifically and wanted to reach out. Now, of course, because there's a bigger attraction to this one message that I put out there, being authentic, being very genuine, the same message that I would say if you were in front of me right now. The reason why it works is because I got to select 11 women out of all of these hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, it was actually thousands at the end, of people who connected with me on this specific message. That meant that I got to be selective with the people that I got to connect with intimately as part of the offers that I was providing, my value. I got to actually know that these women that I wanted to work with were people that I want to work with over time. And this is something that you can develop using a video presence, getting in touch with your video presence and developing these quality relationships. Leverage. This is the second piece. Time, energy, and money. Now, these are two separate stories that I want to share with you really briefly. And as I do, I'm going to be sharing with you that using the video to have this leverage is part of your marketing funnel presence. It means less work, greater results, the quality connections, as I just mentioned, and sustainability. Again, meaning that you get to make a video today that's bringing you money next year. How cool is that? It's really cool. It's really cool. And I can share with you that from experience, that it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it, even if you want to be physically present with your audience. Sustainability with leveraged income is something that you can build with your video presentations. So on the left here, there's the Coney video. For those of you, you know the Coney video. If you don't know Coney, you can go and Google Coney, Kony 2012. Now, today, it has over 100 million views. When it first aired on YouTube, there were over, I think, 3.6 million views within just the first couple hours that it was posted. Now, over 3 million people that watched this video as soon as it was aired on YouTube. That's a big deal. It's a really big deal. People who have TV shows today don't even get that high of a viewing. So what made this so special? What made this so important? And I just Googled it today, actually, and there is a website that they talk about, because of their ability to reach this many people on the internet just using YouTube and throwing that video out there, it created this catapulting experience that they were able to start leveraging. And there's this whole movement because of it. There's a movement because somebody took the time to shoot a video that had meaning and depth and a real message, that authenticity behind it. And he put it on YouTube, had a message, really thought out the message fully, and now it has over 100 million views. Again, that's a really big deal. So on the right here, this is a friend of mine on Facebook. His name is Mickey Willis, and he lives in LA. He has a very adorable family. And there was something really interesting because he is someone he posts video regularly on Facebook, and he gets quite a few people liking his videos, hundreds of people at a time. This on the right here, he had made a post back in August. One of his sons was playing with a doll. And Mickey, he's a conscious creator. He actually is a producer and was involved with the Dalai Lama's 80th birthday party and aired the video for the Dalai Lama for his 80th birthday. But Mickey, very conscious individual, was working here, as you see, playing with his son in the car. And there's this connection with his son being able to play with a doll. No judgment, no connotation whatsoever, just allowing him to be who he is. No judgment. So Mickey had made this post. He posted the video. Right now it has almost 300,000 people who liked the video and 19 million views. And right now it's up to 20 million in different areas. So the video he posted on Facebook, on his own Facebook page, has 19 million views, and there's 20 million views around the internet because media outlets all over LA had picked it up, and even Ellen DeGeneres, most of you know who she is, the comedian, she actually found it and tweeted it as well. And she said these are some lucky kids because, of course, no judgment, connection. It's really a high-level skill to be authentic, to go on video, to get your kids involved, to have this high-level leverage of using the internet, using video, and now to have up to 20 million views. This is a really, really big deal. Again, not every video that Mickey posts has 20 million views, but now that he has this kind of leverage on his page, more people are seeing his videos, more people are coming to his page, and more people are interested in what he has to say because of the leverage that he's developed using video on Facebook. Brand presence. Okay, so a lot of you have websites, you have blogs, you've got SEO going, you're using different forms of social media, Instagram, Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, and you may have some element of video, but in order to really bring all of your holistic modalities together, in order to really capitalize and make the results happen using video, you've got to create video that compels. You have to connect to your audience using your voice. We do this by creating a marketing funnel that is congruent with your values, that represents who you really are in business, that allows you to show up being authentic, not just in your imagery, not just in what you're saying in text, not just in where you're leading them, the call to action and your offers, but in what you're saying in video so that it makes sense, so that you're clear, you're concise. It all is coming together holistically. So again, using video with your holistic brand allows you to hone in on your life experiences, the passions that you have, the things you love to teach about and talk about, the talents, your gifts, your innate ability, maybe as an intuitive healer or someone who's a high-level coach because you just love to help people, the offers that you're building, the workshops and trainings and speaking engagements, or the books that you're writing. You've got to learn how to bring it all in and hone it in together into a cohesive package online. And we do this by using captivation, connecting to our audience, and what Mike and I refer to as crock talk, speaking to the primitive part of the brain, not the amygdala, the fight or flight, causes people to run away from your message because you trigger the part of their brain that allows them to feel inferior to what your message is. But you've got to use content, your messaging on video, in a way that allows you to be genuine, for higher leverage, and that speaks to the part of the brain that does compel them, that does captivate them. And there's a way to do this. That's what we teach you. Marketing Minimalist. This is all about using simple tools. Now, I was somebody who did not go online. I mentioned a few minutes ago that I had an offline business after I left the corporate world. And when I was physically working with people, I was so intimidated with going online because I didn't want to show up being disingenuous. I thought that everybody else online was very inauthentic, and I didn't want to be that way. So I didn't know how to be. I didn't know how to go online. And it wasn't until I met Mike Klingler, who has made a lot of money, helped a lot of people, has created the marketing funnel structure that he teaches and has taught for many, many, many years now. And what we have done together is built a simple tool. And I'm going to share with you what that looks like. And many of you are here because you've seen it. The simple tool that allows you zero technical know-how, allows you to not need to fuss technically with a blog or a website, or needing to call your web guy or the developer, or even have to outsource a designer. Why would I want to spend more money, hundreds and thousands or millions of dollars, on design and website people that are going to build something for me, when I can use simple tools that allow me to be the one to get to upload my video, change my text, change my copy, and lead someone into the call to action, lead someone into where I want within 30 seconds or less? Yes, the tool that Mike and I built, it allows you to not need a blog or a website, or to be able to use your blog and website and social media to have more results, to be effective. Now, if you have a blog, if you have a website, and if you're using social media, it's probably highly likely that you're not using video. And I want to say that if you do have a website or a blog, which I didn't have as well, but if you do have that and you're not using video, I assure you, you have very low leverage. You're not attracting a lot of people, and it's really difficult for you to make the money you want to make. I want to bet on it, actually. I will bet on it. If you are using social media and you're not quite sure where you're leading people, it's going to be very difficult because you're lacking the clarity. So of course, if you're lacking clarity, you're not going to even know how to have a video, because you're not going to even know what to say. I'm going to get into the clarity and confidence piece in a second. But in order to have access to reaching a lot of people, and in order to have the right kinds of attraction and using your blog and using your website or social media presence in some way, you have to get to the point. You have to be succinct, you have to be clear, and you have to be compelling, as I mentioned before, and use simple tools so that you save yourself time and that you're able to develop relationships sooner, make more money, make more of an impact, and have a higher leverage. So you can do this. You can be authentic. You can have a very powerful, unique message. You can use, and you need to use, your voice in your marketing using video. This is where I can help you. Mike can help you too. Marketing Minimalist, again, using simple tools. It's called our Brand Me tool. If you've spoken to me before, you know all about it. There's 4 components that we teach: brand image, copy text, presence, and voice. This is what we're hitting upon today. And the calls to action, meaning where you're leading people, your offers, and how you're making your money. And also the free value, the ways of you giving information to your audience so that they get to be educated on what it is that you're offering. Now, using video here, and I'll share with you the power of this. These are examples of our Brand Me tool. Some of you are here because you've seen some of our marketing and you saw me on video and you were compelled or captivated in some way by the message, maybe by the design of the brand, by the simplicity of the marketing funnel. It didn't take you anywhere else. I don't have any other links here leading you into my Facebook page. I don't have any links leading you into some YouTube other page. I'm taking you directly through this marketing funnel here with simple tools. This one tool, like I said, it takes me under 30 seconds to make a whole marketing funnel from start to finish. I can do this because I have my image, I have my text, I have my video, and I know where I'm leading you, the call to action. So those are the 4 components, again, written right here on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these are the simplest way of leading your audience, of connecting your message with your audience. So for you, these are the same tools that we give our students access to when working with us in our branding group. When you work with us in the branding groups, you get access as part of our program to use these simple tools. The image on the left is Dr. Brooke Lyons, which many of you may have seen for the past year practicing voice asana as part of working with me. Voice asana was a course that I created. It's my automated marketing funnel. Many of you have seen the demo. And Brooke, she spent just a few sessions working with me on her voice and immediately moved into having this video presentation because it's so effective. She was able to reach a much larger audience online, spend less time, not need to hire a web designer, a developer, a coder, a programmer, not needing to hire anyone else or outsource anyone else, except focus on her video and her voice. She was able to do that and put together a marketing funnel using our Brand Me tool. So again, this is Brooke, and this is her message, and it allowed her to open up her reach globally to offer her book. She wrote a book with us. It's something that she wanted to do, and she's now able to lead people into her number 4 book using her number 3 video presentation after getting in touch with number 2, her copy, Letters Are Forever, and her number 1, brand image, getting in touch with exactly how she's attracting people. All of this is simplified when we work with you, meaning you actually get results fast. You get results right away. There is no waiting period. There's no need to spend time or money or energy on the things that aren't going to work for you. So the one thing that I have found over the many years working with thousands of people in my career personally has been because people are afraid of this. They're insecure about their insecurities and their flaws, and there's a lack of humility. There's a desire as a spiritual practitioner, or for you, a holistic provider, there's a desire for humility, for being completely in your essence and connected to your authenticity, being real, being genuine. There's a desire for that, but there's a gap between where we're standing and who we really are right now. And again, I'm not claiming that I'm completely there. I'm working toward this, and I do every moment. I'm not where the Dalai Lama is. He's 80 years old, and he's had a lot of practice and a lot of people cheering him on along the way. But it's a goal of mine to step deeper into my humility. And hopefully by the time I'm 80 years old, I'll have just a smidgen as humility as the Dalai Lama. And for all of us here, if we can just get in touch with this, because the thing that we want to look at, yes, we want to develop relationships using video. We want to create leverage using video. We want to step into minimalistic ways of using simple tools with our marketing. But the thing that's getting in the way, and I know this for a fact because I've been working with you and myself, you've got to get over yourself. You've got to get over making it about you. Your hair isn't good, your hair's not ready, your clothes aren't good enough, you don't look good enough, you don't feel good in your clothes, you don't feel like you're thin enough, you don't feel like you're fit enough, you don't feel like you look like that professional marketer who you know is kind of got the same similar message as you in holistic nutrition, or she's a great coach, she has a real similar vibe to you, and you're totally not feeling like you can pull it off. If you are so stuck on you, you're not connecting to your who. If you're stuck on you, you can't connect to your who. You can't connect with your audience. There's no way people are going to be attracted to you. And I know this because I was there as well. Many of you know, if you've been following me for many years, that I had an 11-year eating disorder because when I grew up, people used to only comment on how beautiful I was. And it got to the point where I was so sick and tired telling people that that's not how I want you to see me. I don't want to be objectified. And with the media presenting women with the sex appeal and the marketing and glorifying the celebrities who are thin, it's just, it gets to the point where, even if you feel like you're not attractive or you're comparing yourself to me, oh, it's easy for you, Robyn. Well, it wasn't easy for me, and it's not easy for a lot of attractive people who come to me actually as well, who are completely insecure about the way they look, who are completely insecure, feeling like they're overweight when they're really not comparatively. So we're all in this same situation. We all have this insecurity and we all get stuck on ourselves. And the reason why you see these people who are successful and we celebrate certain people because of their ability to stand up and get in front of an audience, as you see in the stage here, it kind of looks a little scary at first. But if you really can get over the fact of not being good enough and focus, as Karina mentioned in the webinar that you may have seen, that it's not about me being in my own head and focusing on the information that I'm here to teach, but on how I'm relating my value to my audience and how I can connect with them through my messaging. As soon as Karina, one of our students here, as soon as she was able to get in touch with that by working with Mike and I in the branding group starting in August, she immediately came to her own conclusion that she was in her own way. She had to stop making it about her and about why she wasn't good enough and about getting in touch with who her audience is. She did that through working with us. She did that by getting in touch with her message, by getting in touch with her voice, with how she can start showing up and building relationships on video, which means creating higher leverage, which means that her marketing funnel actually creates results. So whether you are somebody who thinks you're attractive or you think, okay, I'm in good shape and I feel pretty good about myself and my appearance, or whether you feel like you're not good enough and you're maybe really ugly or not attractive or overweight, whatever it is, you've got to get over yourself if what you want to do is make a bigger impact. If what you want to do is to serve people, if what you want to do is to really help people. The reason why I struggled and suffered for so long, and the reason why I was literally offline working and not online before, many, many years ago, was because I was so stuck on myself and I was afraid to go on video and speak my message and be heard and put myself out there in a bigger way. Even though within myself I knew I'd be here where I am today, I knew that I'd be here because I could feel it. And I know a lot of you can feel it too because you're here and you resonate with my message. Obviously, it's calling to you. So if your calling is calling, and if you're compelled to make a bigger impact and to truly make your difference, being authentic, being real, being you in business, then you've got to learn how to get over yourself and really connect deeply to who you are here to serve in a bigger way. That's where the money is going to come. That's where the attraction is going to come. That is where you are going to make the biggest difference. So the last piece of the evening is connection. And I say passion in action because it's not just taking action and having it just be kind of surface oriented or mindless. When I say connection, I really mean utilizing your strengths and your passions and putting that in action. It's all about getting in touch with this critical component of using video. It allows you to open up the leverage door, to open up yourself, to get clear. If you can hear through my voice the confidence, I didn't have that before when I was offline. I did not have this level of confidence and self-assurance. I was a little codependent in my ability to get clients. A lot of you say I need to get clients in order to make it through the month. It's more about opening up your messaging so you're attracting people to you so that you, like I did, have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people reaching out to you to want to work with you and pay you because you're so awesome. It's so possible for you. But you've got to learn that video is the key component, the critical component to doing this. Developing relationships, creating leverage, making work less, more money, more attraction, more connection to what it is you're really here to do to make the impact you want to make, using simple tools, not fussing over the internet about your blog or your website or the social media and all the things you need to do, but really getting succinct and clear and honing in so that you can make your difference, so that you can make more money, and that you can have the impact you want to have. So if you want to learn how to do this, if you want to learn how this works, contact me right now. I'm going to be closing the Holistic Branding Group in just a few days, and I'm only taking 10 more women. We already have women who've already enrolled in this group, so I'm starting right away. So I'm only looking for 10 more women who want to do this, who want to build a holistic brand, who want to learn how to connect your authentic voice, who want to step into your essence, in your presence, to learn how to be authentic, to be you in business. Then email me right away, right now, Robyn, ROBYN, at schoolofonlinebusiness.com. I truly am looking forward to connecting with you. If you are a woman who is ready to take action, you're ready to create an action plan, you're ready to create immediate results, just like Karina did. If you're ready to create results right away in your marketing, to create attraction, to create leveraged income, to develop out your message so that you can reach more people in your lifetime, to live your dream, literally, like I am, like our students are. We can build out your action plan so that by January 2016, we're actually creating results and implementing on your vision before the new year. So if you want to learn how to do this and how this works, contact me and email me right away. I look forward to seeing if you are someone that I get to connect with and support in our holistic branding group. Again, Robyn Linn, being you in business.